The Matrix is not just a system, it's a psychology, it's a theology, it's a curriculum. Woe unto you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, hypocrites! You build tombs for the prophets and decorate the graves of the righteous. Matthew 23 and 29. We live in a world where truth must be approved, where wisdom must be cited, where your own voice is silenced unless it echoes someone else's. And yet, the very sages we quote walk barefoot, unsanctioned, without degrees or credentials. But today, if you want to be heard, you better get permission. You better follow the format, speak the language, stay in the frame. And this is the setup. Not because it's obvious, but because it feels like freedom while keeping you leashed. From birth, the world teaches you to earn your value. You're never told you're divine. Instead, you're told that you are deficient, incomplete, unqualified. So you begin chasing grades, chasing likes, chasing promotions, degrees, labels, lovers, validation. And here's the secret. They're not giving you freedom. They're training your ego to seek reward through obedience. The very desire to be somebody is proof that you believe the lie that you are nobody. Once there is that need, then comes the bait. You think you're climbing, but you're actually complying. You think you're evolving, but you're enrolling deeper into their game. Beneath every false choice lies the Hegelian Dialectic, the hidden engine of the setup, turning your hopes and fears into fuel for control. Here's how they keep the setup running across every institution. First, they create the thesis, where you are sold a dream. Then, they establish the antithesis, where they present an obstacle. And finally, they offer you a solution to the said obstacle that they created. This is your synthesis, the solution that deepens the trap. Let me expose 5 everyday examples to show you how this works. You have the college trap. This is where you pay to be controlled. What's the thesis? Education is freedom. What's the antithesis? It's expensive and competitive. So what's the synthesis? Go into debt now so you can earn enough later to live well. But you don't live well. You work a job you don't love, to pay for a degree you were told you needed, to enter a system that's already collapsing under its own weight. Meanwhile, you spent 4 years being trained how to think, what to believe and who to quote, but never who you really are. They don't want thinkers, they want performers. 2. You have the credit score trap, where your soul is turned into a statistic. What's the thesis? You can build your life. What's the antithesis? But you need a good credit score. What's the synthesis? Prove your worth through debt compliance. You're told to take loans, pay bills on time, get a car note, a mortgage, not because it's wise, but because that number, your score, determines your success. You can be honest, spiritual, talented and kind, but if your score is low, you'll be denied. That's not justice. That's numerological slavery. You have the job trap, where you trade passion for permission. What's the thesis? Work hard, and you will be rewarded. What's the antithesis? But jobs are scarce, and bills are real. So what's the synthesis? Settle for what you can get, and stay until you retire. So you clock in, smile when you're tired, answer emails at midnight, and ignore your calling because now's not the time. They give you just enough to survive, but never enough to truly be free. You pay for health insurance with your health. You pay for weekends with your soul. This isn't work, it's spiritual wage slavery. Then you have the relationship trap, where we seek validation through union. What's the thesis? Love completes you. What's the antithesis? Loneliness is dangerous. So what's the synthesis? Choose someone who fits the mold, even if they don't align with your soul. So we marry for status, date for appearances, stay for security, even when love is long dead. And worse, we lose ourselves trying to be what they want instead of becoming who we were designed to be. You didn't come here to be half of a whole. You are already whole. Then you have the social media trap, where you sell your soul for visibility. What's the thesis? You have a voice. What's the antithesis? Silence equals irrelevance. So what's the synthesis? Curate a version of yourself that pleases the algorithm. Now you're addicted to being seen, even if you're never truly known. You post photos you don't feel, quotes you don't live, smiles you don't believe, all for likes from strangers who scroll past you in 2 seconds. The real you has been edited out of your own life. It's all a spiritual trap, and each of these traps is powered by the same spell. And what is that spell? You are not good enough as you are. And the more you believe it, the more you outsource your value to systems that need you to stay insecure. Here's the deeper secret. These traps are not just practical, they are energetic. Each one targets a specific aspect of your spiritual anatomy. Death hits the root chakra, safety. Status hits the solar plexus, power. Relationships hit the heart, love and worthiness. The social media hits the throat and the third eye, that's truth and vision. They are actually siphoning your life force, not with shackles, but with incentives. The big question is, how do we unplug from this lie? Here are 5 radical steps to help break this setup. 1. Audit your beliefs. Ask yourself, who told me this was the way? Was it love or was it fear? 2. Let go of needing to be approved. If applause controls you, silence will break you. Let your soul speak even if no one claps. 3. Define success for yourself. Maybe success is peace. Maybe success is purpose. Maybe it's not hustling, but healing. 4. Return to presence. Stop performing. The real you is already divine. You are not a brand. You are a soul. 5. Reclaim your inner authority. Truth doesn't need permission. Spirit doesn't need validation. You don't need a system to be sovereign. They set you up to forget who you are, but your forgetfulness is not final. You were born knowing. You were born free. You were born powerful. And they built systems to make you forget. But now you remember. You're no longer playing by their rules. You're writing your own. Let their setup burn. You've got your own curriculum now. This is the sacred curriculum. Lesson complete. Now go and unlearn.